Today, the 9th of October, 2024, Alhaji Honorable Ibrahim Kemoh Sesay.
Hello people, good day and welcome to the FREETOWN Herald, your voice of reason. And to know say anytime we get updates about the current social and political happenings inside the country, we can like for bring them to una with subscriber, so una go be updated on what they happen inside the country. Today, make we take a listen to Kemoh Sesay. Also, I tell we say,
At this we can speak to few issues making the rounds in social media.
but first, if today not the first day they come across the channel, or you don't come across the channel but not subscribe it, we kindly ask that you go subscribe to the channel so that whenever we get update, you will be one of the first people we go be notified. Plenty thank you when you do so, and may God bless you. Now listen.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. May the blessings and peace of God be upon all Sierra Leoneans within and outside Sierra Leone. Today, the 9th of October, 2024, Alhaji Honorable Ibrahim Kemoh Sesay. At this we can speak to few issues making the rounds in social media. One, the issue of the utterances, statements of Ambassador David Brian Hunt. Two, the issue of the MCC. Three, the issue of the tripartite recommendations and implementations, but by extension, the Kemoh coming to Sierra Leone. Four, the issue within APC regarding Dr. Samuel Matthew Wilson Kamara. Number one, let I begin with number one about Brian Hunt. David Brian Hunt don't explain in role in Sierra Leone as an ambassador. He say he dey for propagate American policies, support partnership and the programs of America in Sierra Leone. Okay, then I roll. Therefore, anything out of that scope is break bounds. You don't break bounds. Well, let me say this: be that as it may, Brian Hunt's enforced utterance regarding the elections of 24th of June 2023 was that Brian Hunt talks say it is a reasonable expectation for a rerun. Now let us look at that statement. If you remember, as you talk as you now talk, say no commit crime. Why do I say so? In the national laws of Sierra Leone, like the Constitution, there is nothing like rerun. In the electoral laws of Sierra Leone, there is nothing like rerun. There is elections and runoff. So, based on your myopic knowledge of Sierra Leone, or whatever, it's right to have said so. But then, for him to say it's unreasonable to expect rerun when there is a dialogue, there is an agreement, there is a communique, and there are negotiations in the communique, was not only unfortunate, was also misleading and misguided. Now, I say so because in any negotiation, any outcome is expected. So if APC expect a rerun, it's okay, it's authentic, it's genuine, because that's why they go for negotiations. Otherwise, why Foodi Sanko come out for be equivalent to Vice President Salon in charge of family resources after negotiations in the Columbia Peace Accord? You know the law books, so it was not in our law books, it is not in the election books, it's not in the war settlement book. But after of negotiation, for Kabain team, the man fit say, if this is what the man wants, let's give it to him so we get peace in our salon. So they gave him to be a Vice President in charge of our mineral resources. It wasn't in the book. So for you, Brian, to have said so reasonable expectations, it was misguided, misleading, and unfortunate. Number two, Brian Hunt talk at some point say if we expect private sector investors to come in an illegitimate government. That's also assuming, as Coach was saying, that it's a fact. Say he agreed that the government in situ is illegitimate. That's why he says so. Say you need to expect, even they expect, put in a question form, they expect private sector investors to come and invest in an illegitimate regime. Now, when it happen, you find out say the way talk say is unreasonable to expect we will make the rounds in social media, in Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, everywhere, AYV, SLBC, TPP, we are all side. But when you can talk about the thinking, say if you expect private sector investors to come prevail in an illegitimate government, we know you're nothing but that. Okay. Again, this David Brown Hunt now come and talk say they go sign the agreement for campaign for the MCC. But then they went there, what did he say? He said on conditions. The conditions are that they must fully implement the 84 recommendations of the Tripartite Committee. Now what are the recommendations? 80 where they were converged, they all agree the convergence recommendations. Now we all agree for happen reforms, which are always there, they're going to be there anytime, throughout the world they're going to be there. Then the four are the divergence one. For example, they always say they know they get 71% of our efforts to command the leading and they don't lose elections. And they always say they rely on the results Mohamed Kone announced. Then, going further, again, Brian Hunt in that statement was correct. The MCC starts with the implementation of the recommendations of the Tripartite Committee plus other criteria already stated by the MCC program. Therefore, the Congress refused to give the thing, but they allowed them to go and sign. And when they sign, it doesn't mean they're going to have it today, tomorrow, next tomorrow. It's a program of 5 years. So to me, first of all, let me say this. I have never spoken against the MCC for Salon. And I'm not going to talk against them. Although I agree 100% with Comrade Ibrahim for now, talk say, if we get accurate, correct leadership in Salon, with another resources, we don't need MCC, that's the big way. Talking about 2 years, we get the iron or a loan. It's perfectly correct. We have to have the right leadership in Salon. That's why we are to know the right leadership. Now, that said, I will never oppose to the MCC Compact. For reasons. Number one, now we the APC government now we begin achieve the MCC by way of getting the threshold. And now for Musa will stop, that this regime can continue. We'll make the able succeed to get the compact with all the imports and some decks of Ceremonians. Although they went to go backwards to give it to us, we don't get her. It is coming and no blame for Ceremonians, so I'm not opposed to her. Now, added to that, the MCC not to regime the implementer. Now, the compact agency, through the provision of American embassy, American government, implement them, and they get a contractor, they get an implementer, and you show them what will be based on what we need as of today, electricity now is very, very correct. So I don't care whether for the data set, for opposing the money for the electrical development of Salon. And because benefit for us, and especially the downtrodden, the grassroots for the light and the water, cold water, blah blah blah, affordable ones. So again, Brian Hunt make another statement. That one didn't make the rounds effective like it used to be before they say rerun. He made another statement. Brian Hunt say the elections of the vote in 2023 the results. He say ECSL not produce results, SAP not produce results, APC not produce results. I agree with him too. Because as I speak to you now, there are no results. What are results? Results are the ones from the police station sent to the district, certified by district zone officer, sent to regions, the return officer, sent to the national return officer, chairman of ECSL, in the person of Mohammed Kone. Now he was defined and read them. But up to the no, see nothing like that day. He posts something on the website, he pull them back. And that was 60% plus the other and finally. So he is correct. There are no results. And then he is also correct, APC no results, because RR forms are not resolved, they are not resolved. RR forms are results reconciliation forms. And then you get the votes, put them counts, all man gets your paper, all man signs it, now pull now, not the results. Now the reconciliation, for example, verify results only. For example, they say APC get 90, police station 1, SLP get 40, police station 1, the MCC get 10, police station 1. All man get result, the all man sign. Then are RR forms. But not the result. The result now voting and collate, they certify, verify, and the gazette who ECSL announce is not existed today. So if Bahanon say is there no that's tantamount to saying there were no elections. But there is no way you would have conducted elections, you don't get results. Not presented. It doesn't matter what your excuses, but there should be results. And then added to that, I remember EU give money to ECSL for iCloud result. Where is that money? Where is the iCloud? There should have been result, you know. So it's right to have said no result. APC back the result because that 71% are other reforms are not results. Generally, honestly speaking, other reforms are to rectify ratify results of elections. Let me go on results ratification forms. You cannot go for results. So although they get 71% of the results, which are also not 100%, and based on those collations, they have to 7.15, which is command the lead to have suggested they won the elections. Is in place, but still not a result. Therefore, the genuine and reasonable request of the APC per se, either on the results or go for the result. That's reasonable. That's very, very reasonable what APC asks for. Why? Because if you don't give results, we will result will accept Nayati today, then we'll get 71% of this result, we'll make we get 7.1415, which is common enough to make us be the winners. Then let us go for one for the sake of peace and unity from the dialogue. That's what APC is asking for. Now, on the other hand, SLP said, no, rely on the result. Where are they? First of all, let us assume that the results were given. Where are they? Show us the results. They are not available. So I think the most reasonable part was the APC. Now, this guy wants to come back. So then today, we talk I don't see they make the rounds like a try, they will accept the 3-1. Because a stinger against the SLPP, they keep quiet about that. But it's very serious, very potent, very lethal in terms of electoral justice. Very lethal. You have to use that one to get electoral justice. And then don't forget, electoral justice is not to have from it's the truth of the outcome of the results. Let them be winning and electoral justice. That is what APC is advocating for. Period. No more, no less. So, on the issue of statements of Brian Hunt, let's do it this way. He has said what he has said, but I'm saying here, my own opinion. I think people overrate Brian Hunt. They don't say when I enjoy what they call him as Brian Hunt. People feel say because Brian Hunt in America and come America, you understand English past. No, it's not correct. There are plenty of Americans who understand fine English or understand fine English. Okay. He may be one of those simple ones who understand better English because it's absurd for him to have said it is unreasonable to expect you wrong because there was negotiations. And when once there are negotiations, any outcome is expected. It depends on who backed out, who backed on, who bent over backwards to another one, and involved negotiations. So for him to have said so, it means he doesn't understand which are unreasonable as conducted to expectations. So don't blame him too much. I understood this man was a CIA and then an ambassador. And for me, he still have no commission with Kemoh. All his utterances are within the scope of his mandate as an ambassador. Although wouldn't be affecting inconsistencies like the control of the English language. For me, it's alone. From elementary school, go and go ESP and S, English sentence pattern and structure, which I don't think he went through that course. I'm not sure. Anyways, let me don't ascertain. But for what I read the talk so far, his statements, the interviews, then he get difficulty with the English language, very expressive himself. I can assure you, I've had him several times. Where you talk na radio and you left for talk. So let's put away Brian Hunt. He has done a good job for Sierra Leone, particularly APC party. Number one, he concluded by saying that they are going to look into all the recommendations of the tripartite committee. What are recommendations? We have 6 recommendations. What the first one? Now 8 recommendations. All are here. The other one are the 4, which are the divergent ones. He is saying they have to look into them before the Millennium MCC Compact is awarded. Kudos to him. That's a fact. That's a genuine one. That's electoral justice also. It's electoral justice. And now it means that we have 84 recommendations to implement an action, because they all shall be implemented and actionable. Thank you, Brian Hunt. But again, please don't overrate him. Not overrate Brian Hunt. He's just a human being, he's just an American. And I tell you, I lived in America, I lived in England. There are plenty of Americans who do not comprehend proper English, who cannot express themselves properly in English. I can tell you. Call over to America, ask them. Plenty of them find English. He may be one of them. I'm not saying ascertaining, but based on what I've heard him say, particularly when he say it's reasonable to expect on during negotiations. So it means he doesn't understand what are negotiations. So arrest the case of David Brian Hunt. As far as I'm concerned, it's a win-win for the one who doing at the opposition based on what he wants. Now, let me now move into the MCC. It's a given. He has talked about the MCC and they acted in several ways with the MCC. I'm not budged. I'm not worried about the MCC. Me, I want the MCC for Kana Salo, no matter what I share, because it's for the good of the poor people, the downtrodden and Ceremonians. Let it come. I don't want to talk about myself. I need it and we should need it. It should come. Although by we putting efforts and being genuine, being honest, being hardworking for this country, having the great leadership, we can do without MCC by way of our raw materials we got on the ground. Okay. Now I move on to the other issue I talk about. That is to say, I don't talk about Brian, I don't talk about MCC, I talk about now the APC in terms of difficulties with the in terms of difficulties of Kemoh. Again, a short one. Whether you like it or not, Kemoh is coming to Saloon. Having seen through and understood the process from when the third party and the tripartite committee take report going to United Nations, United Person to regional authority, regional organization, for implementation, they request for funds, they give them funds, they make an the of deployment. We all have seen evidence of deployment by way of seeing them packaging groups from Gambia, from Nigeria, telling us about what they have to do. Now, deployment of mentioners like deployment of human beings for going to patrol, like I don't go in there, I take me back no more, I take my visa going there. No. They have to properly prepare to come. Their hardware, software, military equipment, where they can live their basis, not a one-day business. And a short time, don't take it less than 1 hour into the study or so. So we have to be patient and give them time. Now, further to that, if we can say that they can't protect, not that we are still to government welcome. Not protect civilians and the properties, are still to government welcome. I can't protect the properties of civilians, I welcome. I can't protect the regional insecurity stabilizer, I welcome. Each and every one of those things are good for civilians. Once they are here, there will be peace, tranquility, and stability. Because they will not sit by and allow people to do something wrong, allow human abuse, allow betrayal of people's life and property, human rights. They will not do that. So that's good for them come. The problem here is I don't know when they are coming, but I'm sure definitely that they are coming and they should come. That is for economic system. So nobody about economic coming, not coming. These are what I've seen as signs and symptoms, and they will come. They will not spend that kind of money on them to come here and then don't come after they've purchased or procured most of the requirements that they want for Kano Nayaso in terms of base, whether they can live, equipment they use, traveling arrangements. Oh, they will come. And let them come for otherwise they won't come to Sierra Leone. Now, I finally come to speak to the issue of APC, particularly about Samura Kamara, cell game, betray, mortgage the APC party, mortgage saloon. Okay. Samura Kamara has told us in many times that he's fighting for electoral justice, which means he's claiming that you know sell game, you know mortgage, you know betray anybody. All he did was to pursue the winning who APC claims to win by way of allowing a dialogue, allowing a communique, allowing about supporting recommendations and implementation supporting them. So now, but Kuman is he don't sell game, he don't betray. Do you have someone who will not tell me about? Let me say someone who will tell you the truth. We not tell you the truth. Some of us want to hear the truth. When we read the truth, we go after the Samara, we go after Samara, we ask him, call him to book. We not tell you say let Samara talk. Someone will talk, we not talk. We never say you don't do am, you never will talk. In this episode alone, patriotism, nationalism, we not tell you what you do when you talk about. But for say no more, you know, let people and talk, let Samara talk. What about you? You know about it. You talk, someone will talk, you talk now. Let what you say, Samara for talk, we not talk. Now so back some of una meet me today. I know they call my name because of civility and because of the officer in our own. But you not tell me say, Kemoh, where my come to as they cancel and say no come for rerun. How could they have come for rerun when there is a dispute between APC and SDP, the one for me dates? How do we tell national we rerun? No. Now we for example what they do. Now we can put it together and then be the free. That's why they know they can't sell what for do. We get an impasse, we get a problem. They say when I come together, when I sell what for the way forward. Nothing like tell you rerun or no rerun. No, it's not a business. Besides the fact that they are not part of selling, they are not consultants for elections. No. Now we will decide based on the agreement. That's why we are now. And I tell you say, well, then I will not come for election. The one who then come for the one who can peace. How you get peace without justice? And you call yourself member of parliament? Come on, let's absorb. Stop playing on people's minds. Una will say now una get this party so. Now, how could you fathom? How could you understand what you are doing? I can't understand it. Okay, una say we don't know left am. Why? Because Samura lie, Samura betray, Samura tell what Samura say, tell what he betray, don't tell what he let Samura talk. Ebo, who stiff mouth go talk say, but me I don't thief o, na can follow me. You know they will. So if una sure say Samura betray me, Samura go talk, una tell me now, not tell say Samura for talk. Come on, please give us a break. If you can't stand this, we'll get out of the kitchen. If you have to be, you cannot be an honest politician, a patriotic Solonians, find another country go stay there. But in terms of being a patriotic Solonian, you must tell us the truth. If you not go somewhere, somebody go sell, you not sell, the man sell, you know answer. Tell you say, the man go sell is 4 cents, 5 cents, and you witness this. This man when I say don't sell so, then still a challenge the result, then still a challenge the winning. Hey bro, come on now. When I disgrace for you, now when I tell you about what he said, what he betrayed. Not tell you say let it talk, let it go, come on now. Common sense. If somebody go thief you, as a repeater, you know see am, you don't go. You can't be back say, but I don't thief you, I get thief for came on police. No, you don't go do am. You will see and have a prosecutor say that man thief watch, that's a canaba. So for me, believe me, I don't think there is much to do. There are recommendations that shall be implemented and actually going to happen. Okay? There are economic forces coming to Salon for stabilize, whatever they stabilize now, regional stabilization, internal stabilization, everything will train now, let them come. These are facts, they're going to happen, they're coming. Wherever they come, the next thing are details. We must try to achieve peace in this country. If it is a way of coming the economy, let them come and establish peace. Please, commissioners when they come, nobody needs to get advantage of the company. Salam alaikum.
Plenty thank you wey you don take your time for listening. No forget say you sef can tell we what you think about this down in the comment section. No forget for like, share, but most importantly for subscribe to the channel so that anytime we get updates of the nature there, you will be one of the first people we will be notified. Plenty thank you until we next update. This is not the FREETOWN Herald, your true voice of reasoning.